high earning woman in healthcare, have you heard that you cannot take advantage of the Roth IRA? Well, whoever told you that is absolutely wrong. And in this video, I'm going to teach you exactly how to do it. Yes, that's right. DIY edition right over here. And no financial advisors will be involved. So let's head over to my computer so you can see the step-by-step, click-by-click way of how to establish your Backdoor Roth IRA, how to fund your Backdoor Roth IRA, and some of the investments that you could choose in a Roth IRA. And what I want you to do is to stay tuned to the very end, because I'm going to show you one investment that you definitely want in the Roth IRA. And in the next video, I'll tell you all about why this account is so important and how investing in this one asset will grow your portfolio to millions of dollars without all of that tax burden. Because we're all about avoiding taxes, not evading them completely. You know, we're doing the legal stuff over here. All right, I'll see you at my computer. Now, step one of doing the Backdoor Roth IRA by yourself is one, knowing that you are capable. For years, I paid someone to establish this account, to invest the money in the account, and gave them all of the control. Now I'm so grateful that I've done it myself 3 years in a row, and I want to teach you to do the same. The second step is understanding what a Backdoor Roth IRA is and who should contribute to this and who should not contribute to this. So if you haven't watched my video explaining all the details of the Backdoor Roth IRA and some of the limitations, I want you to go back to this video right here and watch this before you get started. Step number 3 is to establish a traditional IRA. Now, when you establish a traditional IRA, the reason for you to do this is because there are income limitations on who can invest directly into a Roth IRA account. And if you're a high earning professional, woman in healthcare, then you likely meet that criteria. Every year, it changes depending on your filing status and depending on your adjusted gross income. So you want to go to the IRS's website to figure out if you are under the threshold for a direct contribution or if you need to take this backdoor route. So as I mentioned, you have to go to fidelity.com or any brokerage account that you want to use for this Roth IRA account. It could be Charles Schwab, it could be Vanguard, whichever account you want to use. So the first step is to go to the brokerage company that you want to use to establish the account. I personally like Fidelity and Vanguard. We also have accounts at Charles Schwab or TD Ameritrade, whichever company that you want to use, that's where you need to go. So here you can see on Fidelity, if you already don't have a login for Fidelity, then you need to create one. And you can just simply go to open an account. Now, we have accounts at Fidelity, so I have logins for myself and for my husband, and I'm actually going to be doing this for my husband during this video. So after you go to fidelity.com, Vanguard, TD Ameritrade, whatever company you want to use, then you need to open up an account. And remember, we are high earning professionals, so it doesn't allow for us to use a direct Roth IRA. So instead, we have to use the backdoor route and use a traditional IRA as a holding account. So after you open up, you press open an account, then you want to go to open now. And that is going to be a traditional IRA account that you are going to open. So after you click that button, it says, let's customer. You have to say yes or no. We currently are, but if you're not, then you need to open an account. And it says it just takes a few minutes for you to do this, to establish your username and password, and finally begin the process of transferring money into your account. Now, we are Fidelity customers, so I'm not going to do that. I'm going to click yes instead and go over to next. You can see that there is a login option here, and we use LastPass, so log in using whatever you use. And I'm just going to pause this and log into the account. Now here you can see that the next screen is how do you make a living? They want to know a little bit about you, a little bit about how you're receiving income and your employment details. So you would go through this process of filling this in. If your employment status is employed, self-employed, non-employed, retired, etc., that you will choose the appropriate option. Okay. So filling in the details here. You go to employed and then your occupation, fill in all the details regarding your company name, the address, the city that you work in, and then anything else. Then you get to this point where it says security industry regulations. So you want to read this to make sure that none of these apply to your situation, and afterwards you will click none apply. So I'm going to fill in this information and take you to the next screen. So after you fill out all of those details, it will take you to this account, and you'll see at the top left here that it says the company in which you're opening the account, that type of account that you're opening, and this is a traditional IRA. Remember that the traditional IRA is just a holding account, okay? Then you will have your personal details below, and you just want to verify to review and confirm all of that information. There are some important documents and confirmations that you want to review. So ensure that you've looked through all of this, and once all of that is a go, you would click this button here that says open the account. Now you'll see that congratulations, your account is open, and you will have an account number here. I have blurred it for the purposes of this video. It says get started with your new account by linking a bank account, transferring funds, and more. So this is where you get to get really, really excited that now you've opened up this traditional IRA and you are now done with this step. Step 4 is you want to fund the traditional IRA, not invest the money that you put into the account, because remember, this traditional IRA is just a holding account for post-tax dollars. And again, if any of this is confusing to you, then you definitely want to go back to this video where I explain all of the details. The next step is for you to fund the traditional IRA. Remember that this is just a holding account. You're not investing the money that you're putting in this account, because these are post-tax dollars and you want to get them out of this pre-tax account into the post-tax account. So you want to just let the money rest in the account for 1, 2, 5, 7 days, and then roll it over into the Backdoor Roth IRA. Now it says, let's add money to your new account, and you can add money a couple of ways: linking a bank account or directly depositing your paycheck. I've never done the direct deposit of a paycheck. Usually I just link a bank account. As you see, I'm going to link a bank account, but you could also do the direct deposit. After you've made your election, you want to choose continue. Now you'll be taken to this screen of we'll send you a security code. You have to have the 2 opt-in verification. So go through this step that they send the security code, you get the security code and move on. After you've completed your 2-step verification, it will take you to this next screen to link an actual bank account and how you want to do that in a bank wire or an electronic transfer. For a Roth IRA, income limits change every year. So you just want to figure out how much money is in your account and how you want to send the money. Then you want to walk through the additional questions that they have here. Who owns this bank account? Are you doing this for yourself, or are you doing a backdoor Roth IRA for someone else? Okay. Is this a business account or is this a personal bank account? And then you want to log into your bank account with Finicity or enter your bank information here if you don't have a bank account already listed. After you've gone through that process, you should have landed at this screen right here where it says success. Your bank accounts are now linked to your eligible Fidelity accounts, and then I'll have the accounts linked below. And now it has the related action. So you can start to transfer money, manage bank accounts or recipients, or link another bank or recipient. And what you want to do at this point is to transfer money. Now, after you go to the screen, you'll select from which account you want to transfer the money from and which account you want to transfer the money to. I want to warn you that the account numbers that might be listed here are not your exact account numbers that are listed in your bank. So that's just one caveat. If you have multiple bank accounts, then you might want to do a double check of which account you're actually going to be pulling that money from. Now, after you've selected from which account you want to move the money into which account, and that section will be here, I have it blurred, you will also have a question depending on when you're doing this backdoor Roth IRA. You have up to the tax filing deadline to contribute to your backdoor Roth IRA. You want to make sure that it's done ideally in the tax year so that you don't complicate things, right? But for us, I'm doing this actually and contributing to 2023. So I'm going to select that. After you select your year, it'll ask you to enter the transfer details. If you can, you would want to max out this account. If you are unable, you could set up recurring contributions to the account, which will ensure that it's funded each and every year. In this case, I'm going to put 6,500 because we're doing this all at once in the year right before the tax filing deadline. And then after that, you want to click continue. So the next screen asks for you to review before you initiate this transfer. And so you want to look at all of the information. Also, it says that the EFT withdrawals from your bank are typically available to trade immediately, though funds will show in your account within 1 to 2 business days. There may be a holding period of 5 additional business days before you can withdraw or transfer them. So this really is very important. Remember, we are using this as a holding account to therefore fund or convert over into a Roth IRA. So if you're trying to complete this before the tax filing deadline, you want to give yourself ample amount of time for the funds to get into the account, for them to settle into the account before you actually do the next step. After you have reviewed all of the information and it looks good to you, then you want to go ahead and click submit. And now you have completed the step where you have funded your traditional IRA. The next step will be for you to convert it over. Now, because there has to be a little bit of a time delay, I'm going to take you to another account, one of my accounts, so that you can see exactly how to work through this process of converting it over to a Roth IRA. But I acknowledge that you might have to come back to this video in 5 business days or so in order to complete this next step, and that is perfectly fine. Just remember to do the next step. Step 5 is you want to now use the money that you put into that traditional IRA holding account and use it as a conversion into the Roth IRA. You want to now fund the Roth IRA account using the money that you put into a traditional IRA. All right, it's been a few days now, and now it is time for you to convert your traditional IRA into a Roth IRA. As you can see here, I have logged back in to my account, and now it looks different. I have multiple accounts with Fidelity, so I've blurred them all out. But what you should be able to see on the left-hand side here is something that says your traditional IRA account. And then depending if you have other accounts with Fidelity or not, you may see other information on this page. Okay. So we haven't opened up the Roth IRA account yet. We've only have the traditional IRA and whatever other accounts you might have open. So the next step is to actually open up a Roth IRA so that you can do a Roth conversion. So at the top of your screen here, you will see open an account. You click that button and it will take you here for you to open an account. Now, before we opened a traditional IRA, now what you're going to do is open a Roth IRA. Now, after clicking Open a Roth IRA, it should have taken you to this screen. And now you can see that the account details says account type Roth IRA. This is different from the first step that we did where we opened up a traditional IRA. And now you should actually have some information here because you've already filled in your employer, your information about who you are, and all of your details. Okay, so you just want to confirm that all of that looks good. And once you've done that, you will go to the next step that says Open an Account. Similarly to when we opened up the traditional IRA, you have congratulations, your account is open. And then now what you'll have to do is to fund the Roth IRA. So you will see your account number here, and then you're going to go to the next step. Same process. Let's add money to your account. You're going to link a bank account or you're going to do directly deposit from your paycheck. There's going to be a caveat here, okay? Because you actually don't want to link a bank account or do a direct deposit. So let's click this link that says see more ways to fund my account. As you click that link, you see that there are other options: transfer investments from another firm to Fidelity, transfer from another Fidelity account, deposit a check, or set up a wire. What you want to choose in this instant is to transfer from another Fidelity account and click continue. Now at the stage in which we are transferring money, we're not adding money from a bank. We are transferring money from the traditional IRA into the Roth IRA. So which account do you want to use to move money from? You'll select the account that says traditional IRA, and then you will click continue, and it will ask which account do you want to send money to. Now I'll ask, where will the money be transferred to? And here you want to choose the Roth IRA account that you just established that has no money in it. As you can see here, it says the Roth IRA, and it says the total account value is $0. Now, if you have a Roth IRA account, you don't have to go through this process of establishing a new Roth IRA account every single year. This is what you do once, and you can continue to do the backdoor Roth from a traditional IRA account if you want to leave that account open into a Roth IRA account, and you can use the same Roth IRA account, or you can use different Roth IRA accounts. It really doesn't matter how you do it. To make things simple, just use the same one, right? So you have the total value, and the account, it should say $0 if this is a newly established account. Next, you want to go through your transfer details. And because we are doing a backdoor Roth IRA and not a direct Roth IRA contribution, you would put a one-time contribution from the traditional IRA into the Roth IRA. So here you would put $6,500 of a one-time contribution because this is the limit for 2023. Now, please be aware that the contribution limits change every single year. So you just want to make sure that you're well informed, and if your income, if your cash flow allows for you to make the maximum contribution every year. Okay, so you would do a one-time contribution, put the amount here, and you would press continue. Now, I've already done my backdoor Roth IRA, and so we're not going to do this step. I'm not going to go through this whole process, but once you click continue, you would get a congratulations message. It has been funded. Now, I want to show you another way that you can transfer money from the traditional IRA to the Roth IRA when you return to the account. So taking you back to this first screen that we have here, in the case that you want to return next year to contribute to your Roth IRA, then what you'll do is just log into Fidelity. Here you see transfer. So this is the button that you will click the next time because you don't want to open up another account. You actually want to just transfer funds from one account into another account. So let's do that. Now, as you can see, when I click that transfer button, it takes us back to this familiar screen of let's transfer your money. So those are just two ways in which you can get back to the same area if somehow you get lost. Okay. Now that is the end to establishing and funding your Roth IRA. And step 6 is you invest the money. And what you choose to invest the money in is completely up to you. And I mentioned at the beginning of this video is that I want to share with you one consideration of an asset that you might want to put in this account. And that is REITs, Real Estate Investment Trust. And the reason why you would like to consider REITs in a Roth IRA account is because REITs pay out dividends every single quarter, and they're actually required to pay out dividends. They are also very tax inefficient, right? So when you are choosing an asset, you want to think about the tax implications of that. And because REITs are tax inefficient and they're paying out significant amount of dividends, then that is going to increase your capital gains tax. However, if you put them in a Roth IRA account, which allows you to make the withdrawals tax-free at the time of retirement, this allows for those dividends to compound and for the tax inefficiency to be deferred. So that means that you get all of the benefits of this tax inefficient account in a tax deferred manner. And because they pay out so many dividends, then that allows your money to compound and grow. Also, real estate investment trust is another way to invest in real estate because we know sometimes you don't have the cash down payment for a property. And this allows you to invest in real estate, diversify your portfolio without having tens of thousands of dollars in order to do so. Now, I spoke about how to select assets and what assets you should actually include in your Roth IRA. I'm just going to show you very briefly how to do that. Now, taking you back to this main screen, you should have your retirement accounts. If you have any other brokerage accounts, education accounts through Fidelity, you will have those over in this left-sided panel. Now, what you want to do is to click on the Roth IRA account that now is funded, and then you can choose assets. So I'm going to do that now. So depending on what year you're making this contribution, you will see after you click on your Roth IRA account, you will see Roth IRA with your account number right here. Then you have the summary tab, and you can see that now I've contributed my 2023 amount. And I have not contributed for 2024 yet, right? So I will do that at some point during the year. And what you can do is look at positions, balances, activities, orders, documents, planning, etc. Now, I had mentioned investing in a real estate investment trust, and I'm just going to show you an example of one. You can Google this. This is Fidelity's real estate investment portfolio. And you can see here that the code is FRESX, and some details regarding the account, how much it costs per share, what the returns have been this past month. Okay, you can see it's up past 6 months, year to date. Year to date is actually down, but you can go through and click through all of these to understand kind of the performance of this real estate investment trust. And again, if you want to learn a little bit more about real estate investment trust, then watch the next video. So now that you've kind of explored this fund, then basically what you can do is copy this Fidelity Fund abbreviation, and you want to put that back into Fidelity. What you can do here is click this trade button right over to the left-hand side, and that will allow for you to have access to the account and to buy certain stocks, shares of whatever you want to purchase. In this case, we're doing real estate investment trust. So after you click the trade, it will open up to this area here on the left where it allows for you to choose stocks, ETFs. You'll choose which account you want this to come from, and it shows the cash that is available in the account. You put the symbol here. So this is Fidelity's real estate investment trust portfolio, but you could really choose anything that you want to invest in. And you can see here that it pops up. This is the cost per share. If you want to look at more information, you would choose prospectus, and then the action here. So do you want to buy? Do you want to sell? Do you want to exchange? And in this case, you would say buy. How much do you actually want to buy of this, right? And then afterwards, you would click preview order. So now you can preview the order, which account it's coming from, what you just purchased. This is Fidelity's stash and the estimated value, and then you would place the order. That is how you would buy real estate investment trust within your Roth IRA. All right. Well, I hope that this video was helpful to you. Please subscribe to this channel, share this video with another woman in healthcare who is looking to level up her investing game and doing it by ourselves. If you want to learn more about real estate investment trust and why you should put them in a Roth IRA, then watch this video here. I'll see you on the next one, and thanks for watching. Bye-bye.